Hello and welcome to the sideboard here at Grand Prix Charlotte. I'm Ken Crocker here with two childhood friends from Sugarloaf, New York, and two all-around great guys, Andrew Boswell and Reid Duke. How you guys doing?
Thanks for having us.
We're good.
We're gonna do some quick questions here since we're at the Grand Prix about Modern. So first thing first, tell us what deck you're playing and why. So Reid?
I'm playing Jund because it's the best deck and most fun.
I'm playing Jund because it's the best deck and most fun, and Reid can teach me how to play it.
So that answers the next question, what's the best deck? Probably Jund.
No, in all seriousness, I think Jund is like in the top tier of decks, but it's not like head and shoulders above. You know, there's a handful of different decks you can play in Modern if you want to be competitive.
So did the results from last week's SCG Invitational change the way you guys built your deck in any way, shape, or form? I mean, we saw Green Red Tron and Amulet Bloom really take over in the format, and those decks can be a bad matchup for you guys on Jund.
Yeah, I would say it changed our decisions, but only minorly. Like you said, those ramp decks tend to be like the natural predators for Jund, but Modern is so diverse that, you know, no matter how well Tron and Amulet do one week, they can never be like, they're never going to be half the field or anything. So we just tuned our sideboard to be a little better suited for that matchup and stuck to our guns.
All right, so speaking of some of the tuning you may have done recently, the Khans of Tarkir block has had a huge impact on the Modern format overall. If you had to name one card from that block and its impact on Modern, which card would it be?
Kolaghan's Command.
Why is that?
It's just like a black-red Electrolyze in
Sure.
the sense that it's like, you know, just a versatile card that, you know, can get a little bit of damage, a little bit of value. But the thing is sometimes you just get like a lot of value out of it. Like drawing a random card is decent, but when you get to make them discard the last card in their hand, sometimes it ends up being like a Wormcoil Engine, which is like kind of like a 3-for-1 on its own. And the fact that it combines well with like Liliana and Dark Confidant, just the Jund strategy of just breaking apart all the synergies, just you want everyone empty-handed top decking, you know, it's just really, really good.
All right, and this was for both of you. So a lot of complaints, whether it be internet, real life, whatever the case may be, about the health of the Modern format. So if you had a choice, you get carte blanche to do anything you want to the unbanned list. You get to ban one card and unban another card. Which ones would they be?
It's hard to narrow it down like that. I mean, if it was up to me, I would unban like a whole swath of cards, like from the ban list. I mean, like any one card you unban could be dangerous, but if you unban a lot, they can kind of balance each other out. The only thing I feel strongly about is the best card in Modern is Snapcaster Mage. I'm not playing with it myself, but that card is outrageously good. I would be, if they continue to ban cards, there's going to be a certain point where the Snapcaster decks are just unbeatable. So I'd be afraid of that. In terms of unban, I'd like to see Green Sun Zenith unbanned.
Okay. So with a lot of Elves players.
Yeah.
For me personally, I don't actually care that much about what's healthy and what's not. You can ban, unban, whatever. I'm just going to play the game, and I'm just going to figure out ways to beat people, and that's the game to me. So if it was up to me, similar to Reid, I would just unban a bunch of stuff just because I like having more cards to play with.
Fair enough.
If you had to absolutely narrow it down, I would unban Jace the Mind Sculptor.
Okay.
And I would ban Arishan Cleric.
It's a tough card.
Yeah.
Arishan Cleric, a lot of top 8s.
That's what I would do.
All right, and finally, the most important question. Reid, Andrew, if you were to do 2 out of 3 in an arm wrestling contest, who comes out on top?
These days it's Andy.
Well, you know, it's actually funny. We actually had this arm wrestling competition at the last Sugarloaf Awards, and Reid narrowly edged me out, but I've been, you know, practicing. Been practicing all year. This upcoming New Year's, I'm gonna get him.
All right, well, we'll have to get that one on camera next time.
Yeah, you'll have to come down to Sugarloaf for that, though.
Fair enough. Well, thank you guys for stopping in for these quick questions. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
No problem.
All right, and you guys stay tuned for more Modern action here at Grand Prix Charlotte.